for one, I just want to say how much I appreciate everybody for cleaning up a lot of my misfacts or my facts that were completely wrong. I said when I went to go see MJ when he was in Washington, that was his second retirement. That was his third retirement. I said a lot of stuff, so I apologize and thank y'all for cleaning that up for me. I am a big basketball fan, but sometimes I could be a little lackadaisical in my memory. But anyway, thank y'all for that. Y'all know I'm stupid. But anyway, this is the infamous 63-point game versus the Celtics. Now we've already watched a Bird versus MJ video, the 1991 game. I want to say that was the last time Bird and MJ went head up against each other before Bird retired. So this game, is this the first? I don't think this was the first time they played against each other, because I know before this game MJ was hurt, and so I believe this was his first game back from that injury. As y'all can tell, I'm pretty bad. My memory's terrible, and I'm pretty bad remembering the facts. So, y'all let me know. But this is the infamous, that was God out there on the basketball court. That was not a basketball player. That was God disguised as a basketball player. That's what Larry Bird said about Michael Jordan. And again, listen, man, I don't care who you got. You got Bird, you got MJ. Like, when you're talking about this level of greatness, it almost becomes a preference thing. But I got to tell you, man, that's high praise for one of the greatest to ever do it, to say, I was just on the basketball court with God. I was not going against a basketball player. That was God out there. I mean, I guess that shows you the reverence that Bird had for MJ at the time. Because again, this is the thing about MJ in his 80s run. This isn't his prime. That's how crazy it is, bro. Like, when you look at the numbers, you say, damn, MJ was actually better in the 80s than he was in the 90s. Because that's what the numbers would say. But if you look at it, the 90s is of course, when he started to win the championships and really, became a more well-versed all-around player. But you look at the numbers, like, 80s MJ had all the highlights, had all the crazy dunks, had all the, you know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. That, like, the story and journey of Michael Jordan is really one of one. But let's watch this infamous game. Now, I have seen this game. I've seen the whole game. I don't think I've ever sat down and just watched the highlights of MJ from this game, but I have watched the game. If you got NBA TV on cable, during the summertime when they don't have nothing to report, they have what they call it, hardwood classics, and so they play a lot of classic NBA games, and of course they've played this all the time. So I have seen this game in its entirety, but I've never just sat and watched the highlights of MJ. So I'm excited to watch this greatness, man. I remember watching this interview as well. MJ literally said right before this game, he said, no one player can beat the Celtics. I don't care. He made. We're about to watch it. We're about to watch it. So I'm not gonna put words in his mouth, but I literally believe he said, I could go out here and play a perfect game, and that still wouldn't be enough to beat the Celtics. So it's crazy that he literally called it before this game happened. So anyway, let's watch this great game, and yeah, man, let's watch history.
Thank you, Dick. Michael just got a nice round of applause here. The question is, could one man beat the Lakers, or do you need a more diversified attack today?
Well, we're playing the Boston Celtics, Pat, but I think it's going to be more of a five-man game, and we really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
It's hard to imagine that 6 weeks ago you were sitting on the bench.
Yes, it is. It's very hard for me to imagine. I'm very happy I'm playing now, and I'm very happy that I can contribute to the team.
Thank you. Good luck today. You don't have to remind me again that you are playing the Boston Celtics. Air Jordan's getting ready to take off. The problem is the runway is in Boston, so strap yourselves in. This is the NBA on CBS.
And Sidney Green, two real quick board bangers.
Green starts it off the bench. Parrish blocks, and they're going to call goaltending against Robert Parrish and credit Michael Jordan. So it looks already as if the Celtics are going to give a lot of help to Michael Jordan in that case.
Oh my goodness! Look at the hang time. Look at the hang time. Dennis Johnson.
The tempo of the game by the Bulls.
Like, bro, look at that hang time, bro. That's crazy. Oh, they gonna show highlights of both. I thought this was just MJ highlights. Oh, this the play. Oh my goodness. That's one of the sexiest plays. Look at this. That's crazy. Oh wow, they showing both. I thought this was just gonna be MJ highlights. Great fast break.
Michael Jordan checks in for the Chicago Bulls. Under 6 minutes to go. Michael Jordan has 8 points in the game.
Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, like that Celtics squad is crazy.
Jordan against Dennis Johnson. Under 2 minutes, 9 on the shot clock. McHale.
Oh goodness. Oh,
4-point
Kevin
lead for
McHale.
Chicago. Sidney Green is up on high, setting a screen. Johnson trying to fight through it on a switch. Bird guards Jordan. And
Like,
Jordan
yo,
gets
look
the
at
jump
the
on
hang time for jump shots.
2 seconds to go. Larry Bird had 12 all this period. But Michael Jordan has 23 points. And the Chicago Bulls, who need a win here, that would make headlines in any event. Any team beating the Celtics at Boston Garden lead 58-51 at halftime.
Out of the 58 points,
Long range. Jordan
or 51,
Jordan
Jordan had 23.
Basket will be good.
Crazy.
Foul at 25 for Michael Jordan in the game. Dennis Johnson with the ball.
Morris with the ball.
5:40 to go. Bird going into the backs.
That's going to put Danny Ainge on Jordan.
Drive by Ainge.
The Celtics trying
Danny
to Michael
Ainge,
Jordan
I mean-
right now.
10 points in this period.
Oh my gosh.
What a great shot.
Oh
And a
my
basketball
gosh.
foul. You talk about Bird, sheer determination in certain points of a game.
I mean,
Michael Jordan has
just
those
the
same
hang
qualities.
time.
This game. Jordan against Ainge.
The footwork.
Jumper good with 16 seconds to go. 91.
I mean, the devil is in the details when it comes to MJ. Of course, you could just look at the highlights and say, "Wow, look at this, look at that." It's all like, look at the footwork, the coordination, the hang time, the soft touch on these crazy layups. Like, it's all in the details, bro. It's crazy.
Lane for the last shot. Ainge goes for 3 and hits it. 7 seconds. Chicago has an opportunity, leading by 2. Paxson. Blocked by McHale. And that'll do it. That'll do it.
All right, Paxson.
The Bulls
Paxson
take
just
the
tried it,
Bulls
didn't he?
Against this great Celtic team. Bird. 1 second on the clock.
Kidding me? His feet wasn't even set.
As the clock
He
is
wasn't
running
even
down,
ready.
has
Just
to let
pulled
fly
it.
and he hits it.
Chicago is led virtually all the way. Jordan. Backs it in, and Jordan with 40 points. He had 49 in game 1. Walton's come out to meet Jordan. Jordan trying to use his quickness, and it works. Michael Jordan with 44 now in the ball game.
And Walton
Just couldn't guard him. And I don't know why they still going one-on-one.
Cuts the Celtic lead to 2, and he has 46 points.
on that, but the Celtics still didn't get a hoop out of it and let a free
Good
throw.
pass.
Gets free.
Yeah, the Celtics was just a better team,
Like they did at the start
but-
of the last game. Here he is, the move. and
Look
the
at that.
basket. And it's a
Look at that
one-point
first
game.
step.
Shane Allbeck urges his
That
team
first
on.
step was crazy.
This close.
Look at that first step.
Jordan, basket
Oh my
good and a
gosh.
foul. And a big basket for the Chicago
That is
Bulls.
crazy.
And Jordan could give them a 4-point lead. 11-point Bulls in the first half. a 10-point lead in the second half. Celtics have fought back. Jordan, short jumper, and it drops.
Look at the soft touch on the jumper.
Michael Jordan.
As we all know, his jumper actually got better in the 90s. But like, the soft touch.
10 on the clock. Double on Parrish. Dennis Johnson penetrates, draws the foul, and gets the basket. Big play by Dennis Johnson. Stayed. Michael Jordan working against Dennis Johnson. Clock running down. 3 seconds. 3-point shot. No good.
Heard that whistle. Heard that whistle.
Foul against Kevin McHale has been called by Middleton.
Heard that whistle.
With no time showing on the clock. Kevin McHale can't believe it. Kevin McHale has been called for the foul on Michael Jordan from 8 feet beyond the 3-point line.
It's crazy.
I have to see it myself. Here's Kevin coming.
Did y'all see the Joel Embiid 70-point game? I was watching that with my father.
He can tie it up here
almost
and
missed
send the game in overtime. No time remaining. He made his first 16, then missed 2 before he made the 1, and this is pressure.
The Celtics, man. The Celtics bench is like, come on, bro. The dude that's been scoring on us all game. Y'all think he gonna miss?
Overtime in game 2 of our best of 5 first round NBA playoff. And the Chicago Bulls are trying to do what only the Portland Trail Blazers have done so far this year, beat the Celtics in Boston. Jordan's 54 points ties John Havlicek for the 4th best individual's single game effort in playoff history. Long range, Jordan hits it. 56 for Jordan. And either tie it or trailing by 2. Third inbound. McHale. Ames with a fake. Goes all over the ties it with 12 seconds left.
I just love the ball movement of the Celtics.
A minute going by. Bird.
Move.
And the Celtics
Yeah, nice little
5 seconds.
head fake.
Guarding Michael Jordan. Jordan goes up and hits it and has 61 points to tie Elgin Baylor's all-time single-game playoff record. Jordan with 8 on the clock. Jordan.
Oh my goodness! I mean, everybody guarded.
3 points, and you're looking at an all-time.
Everybody guarded.
Michael Jordan.
That was a fantastic goal.
Oh my goodness!
7 on the shot clock. McHale to Seasting. Open. The Celtics regain the lead.
It's crazy they lost this game.
Celtics with 24 seconds to go and 17 on the shot clock. Lead by 2, and this is a critical possession. How many times have we said that? 10 on the clock. Bird.
Good pass. Shot. Yeah, bro. The Celtics was just too deep. Yeah, too many great players. Like MJ and Paxson and, Oakley.
So they had 1 foul to give in the overtime.
It just wasn't enough to beat these Celtics.
Woolridge for 3, way short, throws up an air ball, and the Celtics will have it with 4 seconds to go.
You got Bill Walton sitting on the bench.
Victory for the Boston Celtics. Take a 2-0 lead over Chicago in their best of 5. Our Miller Lite most valuable player of the game is Michael Jordan with an all-time record 63 points.
63, 5, and 6.
Coming up, final round action from the Heritage.
That's just insanity. Like, that is not normal. That is not normal, man. Honestly, man, it's nobody like him, bro. Nobody like him. I mean, whoever you got, whoever you think is better, I mean, again, of course, there's some names that cannot be in the conversation at all, but names like Bird, LeBron, whoever, like, again, it's all subjective, but I just don't think it's anybody like this guy, bro. Nobody. Nobody. As I sit here, as I have him right here next to my grandmother. And if y'all been on the channel for a while, you know I do have a Wizards one, but it keep falling. That's why I got it on the ground. But yeah, I actually got 2 MJ posters. The GOAT, bro. The GOAT. He was kind of ashy in this picture though. Unless that's just how my I had this since I was a kid, bro. So it's all fadey and stuff. But anyway, yeah, man, that performance is godlike. I mean, we all know what Larry Bird said afterwards. I mean, it really was special, man, to just watch somebody take over a game like that. And again, it's crazy that MJ literally said it right before the game, like no one man is gonna beat these Boston Celtics. And he was completely right. I mean, you again, guys, when you look back, Paxson, Oakley, you know what I'm saying, like respectable players, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to deal with those Celtics at all, at any capacity. So, but I mean, the fact that Jordan was just doing whatever he wanted, he could get to any spot he wanted, and it was nothing that anybody, Dennis Johnson, Bird, it didn't matter who was on him, he was going to get a bucket. And I mean, when a player's like that, especially when they're in attack mode, because everybody talks about having a killer mentality, this and that, and does LeBron have it? Does KD have it? All of those guys that I just named, they could get a bucket whenever they want. But it's something about a guy like MJ who literally is like, yo, I'm going to score. Like what we hear about Bird. Except I haven't really heard any MJ. Well, I've heard one story about MJ. I think I was watching what's the name of that show? It was the show that had all of the great NBA legends. They all sit around and they tell stories, and it's topic based. And one of the topics was, I think it was MJ. They were talking about MJ, and Grant Hill was telling his story. He said he got on the floor, and when he first scored, he said 35. And then he scored again, and he said 33. And then he made a 3, and then he said 30. And he said, yo, he's counting backwards. Like, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to have 37 tonight. And that's just how I keep track of it. Like, we've heard a bunch of those stories about Bird. Bird literally saying, hey, I'm going right here. I'm going to do the turnaround fade away for the game winner. And I'm going to tell you, this is what I'm going to do. And he did it. Like, there's something about players like that. I don't think those exist in the NBA anymore. But, with the exception of maybe Steph. Now, Steph isn't trash talking like that from what I know. But Steph is magical, especially when he get hot. Same as Clay, but you know what I mean? Like, MJ's just a different breed, bro. Just a different breed, and it's an honor anytime I get to watch him play. I actually said I wanted to watch more classic games. So maybe this summer, again, when Hardwood Classics comes back, I'm going to watch a few more this year, or maybe even watch them on the channel. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about this performance, man. MJ's 63 points, NBA playoff record on the Boston Celtics, man. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, peace.